David sat on the fence of an uncompleted building with his friend Soji and wondered what it felt like to go to school, what it felt like to read and write, and to play with other children. He had never been to school because he was an orphan and his grandmother could not afford to pay his fees.
Have you ever been to school before?
Yes, I have, while I was in Lagos.
As they both sat on the fence and wondered about life.
What did it feel like and why did you stop going to school?
My school had lots of children, but no one wanted to be my friend because everyone thought I was too fat and lazy. It made me hate school, so when I came to Ibadan, I told my parents I didn't want to go to school. I am fine selling groundnuts and looking after them.
Soji was David's best friend and was very kind-hearted to everyone around him. But people always made fun of his size, then called him fatty face, and it always made him cry. He left Lagos and came back to Ibadan. Even in Ibadan, such kind of people still made fun of him. David was one of the few people who saw Soji for who he really was, kind and intelligent. So Soji took David as his best friend.
Soji, people who call you fatty face are wrong about you. You are the best friend everyone can ever have.
Thanks, David. Don't worry, David. One day, you will get a chance to go to school and become someone special in the society.
The next day it was raining, so David stayed at home with his grandmother.
Grandmother, do you think that God doesn't like me?
No, David. Why do you think of such a thing?
Grandmother, God took my parents from me when I was a child, and I can't even go to school like other children.
God doesn't hate you. In fact, He loves you in a special way. I am sure in His time, you will go to school and become a special person. It is wrong to hate people or think that people hate you, because everyone deserves to be loved.
Okay, Grandmother, would you like me to get you a hot cup of tea as the weather is cold and you need to feel warm?
Thanks, David. I will like some tea.
That evening, when the rain had stopped, David went to visit Soji at home, as he had not seen Soji all day.
Good morning, Mama Soji.
Hello, David. How is your grandmother?
Grandmother is fine, Ma. Please, Ma, can I see Soji?
Yes, you can. He is in his room. He fell ill this morning and had to be on his bed.
Okay, Ma.
David goes into Soji's room.
Hello, Soji. Your mom informed me that you are not feeling too well.
Yes, David. I had some cold from the rain.
Sorry, have you had some drugs?
Yes, I have. And I'm feeling a lot better.
While David was on his way home, he noticed a car stuck inside a deep mud, and the driver of the car was struggling to bring it out.
Excuse me, sir. Please, may I help you with the car?
The man looked surprised that a little boy in a village understood the act of kindness.
Yes, please. I would appreciate an extra hand, but are you sure you can get into this deep mud because it will get you dirty?
My grandmother taught me to always help when I find strangers in need.
The man got even more surprised at how intelligent David sounded. David and the man pushed the car and soon got the car out of the mud.
Thank you, young man. My name is Mr. Ali. Please, what's your name?
My name is David, and this is my village.
Okay, David. Please have some money for your kind heart and bravery.
Thank you, sir. But my grandmother taught me not to take money for an act of kindness because kindness should be free given to anyone who needs it.
Wow. You must have a very special grandmother.
Yes, sir, I do.
What about your parents? You seem fond of your grandmother.
I lost both of my parents in a car accident when they were returning from Abuja. And since then, my grandmother has always taken good care of me, even though she is old.
Okay, please, I will take you to your home. It's the least I can do.
Thank you, sir.
The man takes David home and meets with David's grandmother. Grandmother was surprised to see David come home with a stranger.
Hello, madam. Please don't be worried about David coming home with a stranger. David was kind enough to help me with my car when I got stuck in the mud, so I insisted on bringing him back.
You are welcome, sir. Can we make you something to eat? You seem like someone from a long distance, and you look a bit tired.
Thank you, madam. Yes, I am from Lagos. I work with the Ministry of Education. I am on an assignment to Ibadan. I was heading to the ministry, but because of the rain, I arrived Ibadan very late. Just curious, though, what school does David attend? Because I noticed he spoke very well for a child in the village.
David doesn't go to school because we cannot afford the fee of the school in the village.
I thought he attended a very good school because he behaved and spoke like someone who goes to a very good school. Can I take David with me back to Lagos or ensure he goes to a good school in Ibadan? I am a teacher and I know what it feels like to have people like David in good schools. They are gifted and should be allowed the right to education.
Grandmother and David were surprised. A little act of kindness has provided David a chance to go to school.
Thank you, sir. But how can we afford a good school in Lagos or Ibadan? We can't even afford a good school here in the village.
That won't be a problem, madam. David saved me from a lot of mishap today. And he taught me that kindness should be free or paid back with another kindness. The least I can do is provide him a chance to go to school like every child deserves. I will take care of his school fees.
David was so happy, but worried about Soji.
What about Soji? I wish he could also go to school.
David, you don't look too happy. I thought this was what you always wanted.
That's a good thing. You are not selfish. You also want your friend to have a quality education. Take me to Soji home tomorrow so I can meet his parents. I'm sure we can work something out.
David could hardly believe his ears. He could not wait to tell Soji the news. The next morning, Mr. Ali came to visit David and his grandmother, and David took him to Mama Soji's residence.
Good morning, ma. This is Mr. Ali from the Ministry of Education in Lagos.
Hello, madam. It's nice to meet you. David told me about Soji. If it's not a problem, I would like to discuss his education with you.
I am more than happy. I have always wanted my son to go to school, but he said they call him names in schools, and he now hates going to school.
If you are willing, madam, I can arrange for David and Soji go to school in Ibadan City. The school is close to town and there is a school bus that takes them and brings them back every day. I am willing to support David and request the ministry to make the payment flexible for you to take care of Soji's fees.
This is a great news. Thank you, sir. And thank you, David, for being a good friend.
Soji and David were so happy to hear the news. The end.
Inside the earth, just one way to know it's